Assalamualaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ahmad Muzamil from Imtiaz Services. So our team from Imtiaz Services right now is in Teknaf, which is the nearest point from Myanmar. So we are just 10 kilometers away from Myanmar, where the Rohingya refugees ran away from Myanmar all the way to Bangladesh border over here. These refugees, where they live either at the opposite side of the hill or along the hills, they will have to walk all the way to the banks of the rivers. Okay, so it will take about 7 to 8 days of walking all the way to the river here. And at the river here, only then they will start to make their own self-made boats out of bamboo sticks, out of plastic bottles, and then only then they will get across the river. So they say it will take hours or even days to get across. Some even they don't have any pedals to pedal their boats, and thus they will just have to follow the current of the river. So it will take about 2 or 3 days to get across the river. So you can imagine 7 to 8 days of walking, a few days of crossing the river, all those without food or water, and most even died during the journey to escape from the genocide over there. And some even without any boats, they swam across the river. So this river where all the drama and action took place, when this river took some lives of these refugees here. May Allah ease all of the affairs, and may Allah give us all the strength to help all we can. Right beside me is Abu Bakr, 70 years old, Rohingya refugee. His leg was cut off. His leg was cut off by the Myanmar soldiers. He was carried all the way to Bangladesh to escape from the Myanmar soldiers. Allah Shrik. And this is what they go through, and Allah chose them to be in this test and trial because Allah loves them. And we are quick complain of little things in life when they go through such things in their lives. So all of us, we are also chosen to be the ones with the abilities and luxury to help them. So use these luxuries and wealth and help by Allah Azza wa Jal to help them as much as you can. May Allah ease all the affairs. Right, so right now we are distributing our food packs in this refugee camp named as Gundum number 3. They say that in this refugee camp there are over 64,000 refugees in this camp alone, and there is over 15,000 families. 15,000 families. And the amount of food packs we collected from Singapore recently is only over 1,200 food packs. So we can only give to 1,200 families. And the remaining 13,800 families, they won't get any food packs from us. So because of lack of food and an overflow of refugees here, so they have to ration the food given to the refugees. So the army here, they schedule the refugees over only twice a month they will get food supplies. So until now, it is said that in getting food supplies for 15 days. For 15 days, ladies and gentlemen. So after this food ration, after 15 days only there, they will get another supply of food. So we hope your support to keep supplying them food supplies so they can at least get to live as a human being. Right, so this example of what you are contributing to the Rohingya refugees. For each food pack here, we provide them with staple foods, okay, such as dal, potatoes, cooking oil, salt, and of course sufficient 10 kilograms of rice for them, right? And only that, we also provide them with hot meals also, packed food. So we have contributed, inshallah, more than 1,200 food packs, and also more than 2,000 hot meals for them. And above all of this, we also provide them cooking pots as well for them to use to cook whatever food that we provide them with. Right, so every contribution, inshallah, fully utilized through MTS services, and we hope that all these contributions made by you will be accepted by Allah Ta'ala, and may Allah repay you with abundance of health and wealth and goodness in this world and the hereafter. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Right, and so we hope for your support for more future projects for these Rohingya refugees. You can see that behind me, they are registering for their turn to get a food pack, and the armies, they have to do this so that they have a good control of the refugees. And Jazakumullah khair to the army, they have done a very good job building a good system for the refugees to collect food packs. And we really hope that all of you can give us support and give us more food packs to these refugees so that these families can have some food in their daily lives. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So this is one of the shelters that we have donated for the Rohingya refugees, which is donated by the Singaporeans. Each shelter will house a family of about 5 persons. So let me show you around how does it look like actually. Okay, so you have an idea of what you have been donating for, inshallah. So we have the main area for them, okay, and then over here it leads to the bedroom. Okay, so there are 2 rooms for each shelter, so they can use it for their cooking purposes and also for sleeping purposes, right? So you can see that the flooring also is cemented. Okay. So alhamdulillah, as much as we Singaporeans are worried of air conditioning rooms and so on, but subhanallah, these refugees, okay, to have a shelter above their heads is a golden opportunity for them, right? So this is a big help that you have contributed for them, and as a representative for all Rohingya refugees, right, we thank all of you for donating, and we hope that you also will lend more helping hands to help these people, inshallah. Right, we are now in Balokali camp, one of the camps that we have distributed our shelters. Here we have different shelters along other camps also, but this one the camp, Balukali camp. So for each camp, we're also providing 3 blankets for each shelter. So one blanket can provide about 2 persons. So 3 blankets will be for 6 persons. As we are now in December, end of the year, which is the winter season, so the temperature can go down as low as 16 degrees Celsius or even lower. So this will help them a lot in this winter season, inshallah. Bye-bye. So this is the living condition of the Rohingya refugees in this refugee camp. You can see between the shelters, they just built some water lines. They dig up some water lines to let the water flow. So you can see that there is lack of sanitation in this place. And they live very close together. Each shelter is just side by side to another shelter. And this is what they do every day. Assalamualaikum.
From here, sir.
Singapore. It is such an amazing thing that after what they went through in their own countries, they can really welcome us very warmly with smiles, laughters, cheers, with salam. Assalamualaikum. Subhanallah. May Allah Azza wa Jal ease all of the affairs, and may Allah bless all contributors with abundance of health, wealth and goodness in this world and the hereafter.